Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a first look at I Was a Teenage Exocolonist and something a little bit different this time. I'm not alone. M is with me. M, OneSilverKey, say hi.
I am a human.
You are I don't know if that's been scientifically verified yet. I'm
They
supposed
should get on that then.
what I need to do right now is get on waking up apparently. Mature subjects.
Ooh,
Oh, right. I should probably
you
like
should read those.
let's look at the content warnings before we get started on this. I'm just gonna skim, but I recommend that you go and check out this game. We're only gonna be playing a couple hours of it for right now, but like we've got all of this here. I'm not gonna read every single thing, but like I could click on one of these and get more. Gotta say, as content warnings go, this is suitable for ages 13 and older. It says.
There's no like on-screen violence. It's all text-based.
Fair enough. You wake to chaos, a confusion of light and heat and smoke. Fire! I love this art already.
The art is so good. It's one of my favorites.
I am clicking to continue.
Yes.
Your head is pounding. You have hit it and blacked out, but you aren't sure how you got here or what on Vertumna, it's in italics, so you know it must be important, is happening. There's something important you need to remember. Yeah, get out of the fire. That's what I need to remember. Oh, never mind. That's been taken care of for me. My stomach lurches, the floor crumbles, and the floor collapses. Hi up there. Your body arches, your eyes burn from the smoke. A figure appears through the flames. It's your friend. Your friend? Oh, is this a an amnesia thing? I can't remember her
No,
name.
no, you're fine. This is part of the prologue.
All right, I'm getting
Um,
out. Obviously. Apparently, one of my legs is broken, so I'm kind of screwed there. She gives me big Captain Marvel vibes.
I really like her. She's one of my favorite characters.
Your friend pulls you out of the rubble. She throws her arm over, or your arm over her shoulder as she half drags you toward the door. I love that our trees are apparently mushrooms.
Yes, because we're not on Earth here.
Oh god, it's a doggo.
Mm,
It's terrifying. I hate those eyes.
they're bad. It's a bad doggo.
Oh god, it's even worse. Why is this happening to me? I only just started the game.
You're fine. Everything will be fine.
No, it's stars now. I don't know what's happening.
The title sequence.
I was a teenage exocolonist. That is the most hot dog shaped ship I've ever seen.
I can show you a more hot dog shaped ship later.
Thanks. The Stratospheric, the Earth's first colony ship, halfway through its 20-year voyage to a wormhole at the edge of the Sol system. Is that why I'm named Sol?
Maybe, maybe not.
Because we're leaving the Sol system? Is that why? My parents run the hydroponic gardens, which make fresh air and vegetables. They bravely chose to make this one-way journey because life sucked back at home. They had you the old-fashioned way, merging their genes like they merged their cultures and traditions. That gives me the implication that most births are like genetically modified or done in labs.
I feel like as somebody who has played a couple of cycles through this game, that I'm pretty sure that you can get basically implanted with a tumor baby.
I'm sorry. I want to make sure I heard that correctly. You said tumor baby.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Okay, just making sure. So we've got three choices of names here: Solencia, Solana, Solane, and something else, which I enjoy the alliteration. I enjoy that something else is part of the alliteration. I'm going to go with Solane. We'll go on the he side, but a little bit sort of like barely on the he him side.
yeah.
So like right there. That's fine with me. You're a bright-eyed child with an active imagination. This is basically Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes. Too
I mean,
active
if you want to
imagination.
play soul like that, you can.
Oh, I see. You have vivid dreams of things you've never experienced, dirt under your feet, skies overhead, endless. So, dreams of things I've never experienced tells me that I'm like either very imaginative or possibly psychic.
Possibly psychic, I think, is more of the direction.
I don't get to change my.
No, your stats are done by choices.
Oh, okay. The stats happen. Okay, as we play. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it. I've got system. I've got friends. I don't
Yep.
have any friends. I am completely
Medic.
friendless. Look at all of these empty spaces. This is where I would keep my friends if I had any. I'm 10 years old. I didn't have any friends back then anyway. That's entirely fair. Okay, so
Woof.
no, I like Solane. Solane's good. Every child in the stratospheric is given one genetic enhancement. I thought I was made the old-fashioned way. By age 6.
Yeah, that can be done on the outside though.
So I get eagle eyes, extra fingers, absorbent brain, super strength, or calm temperament.
Or nothing.
Or nothing. I kind of want to go like full-on au natural, no benefit human. Genetic purity is so out of... Okay, they're calling it genetic purity, which makes me think that I made the wrong choice.
It's out of fashion, man. It's fine.
So, genetic purity is out of fashion, that some consider it a disability. Nonetheless, your parents believe the enhancements are too invasive. Now my parents are anti-vax. I think I picked the wrong choice, but we're going with it. I get to share the extra kudos with a friend. Oh, okay, so these are some of the folks that I'm gonna meet later, I assume, yeah?
Yes, these are the other kids on the stratospheric. It has a quick details of their name and then kind of like their quick and dirty vibe. And you don't have the first one that you click does not have to be the one that you pick. It
Look,
gives you an idea.
The fact of the
and
matter
then-
is, Tangent is named after a mathematical precept, so obviously she's the one that I'm gonna give. Her twin brother is named Dis.
Mhm.
Do you know what Dis stands for?
You actually find that in game, but yes, I
Okay,
do know.
That's an in-game thing. Fair enough. We're gonna go with Tangent.
She is trans.
You're 10 years old when the ship finally reaches the wormhole. Professor Hal says it's like a doorway to other star systems. Professor Hal has no idea what it is. Professor Hal has no idea what he's talking about. But we are running for emergency drills for months to prepare. When the day finally comes, it starts with a rumble. Things start to slide off the tables. It's going to be fine, Solane. We'll be through the wormhole and down on the planet before you know it, just like we've practiced. Yeah, the mom knows what's going on. So, these stats stay up all the time?
You can close them so the horizontal line bits.
I
yeah.
see.
I personally find it useful to look at them at
Yeah.
time.
But also, the art is gorgeous.
The art is gorgeous. I love our mom.
Given where we're at, the only option I have is get in touch with my emotions.
Correct.
And I bawl like a baby, and that's fair. That's me in real life. You aren't the only one. Nearby, your classmate Tammy has tears. So everyone's just... As a kid, I was always freaked out by big changes, whether they were positive or not, so I feel like that's what's happening here. So, stress cry. And that's the memory I gained, yeah?
Yeah.
And I got 2 friendship with Mars and Tammy, and I got -10 stress. Because the game has not explained to me at all what any of these things are. Makes sense.
They will.
The shaking builds. Everything gets very weird. Yeah, that's fair. You hear the distant ominous squeal of metal giving way? I don't like that idea. The weirdest part is a sense of deja vu. The weirdest part is a sense of deja vu. You're sure this has happened before, and you know somehow that everything is going to be okay. I don't know, the big loud crunch tells me it might not, and then I black out. As you slip unconscious, you feel yourself twisted out of time. It's today, yesterday, and tomorrow all at once, and more than one tomorrow, lots of them. You find yourself in a place you know from your dreams. Tilled fields, dramatic ridges, and a stranger, but also not a stranger, grinning as she grabs your hand. Hurry up, I'm not going to let you miss this. I'm getting like Picard in the Inner Light vibes.
I know that that's a Star Trek reference, but I haven't seen that particular one.
One of these days. Distantly, you can hear, or you can feel the ship shaking has stopped. Oh, okay, so I'm back to reality. Or I'm drifting. I wake up in the med bay. 2 weeks. The patient's cranial injury has completed healing. Did I like not buckle up before we went?
You took it bad. You took it real bad.
I apparently did not handle that landing very well.
Wormhole bad for you.
The room's really bright. Yeah, that's fair. I did just get concussed.
For 2 weeks.
I was concussed. It's fine. You try to focus on a different window. Something is different. Sunlight, trees, ground. I think the first thing I would notice... Okay, so going from Plato's cave, yes, that's right, I'm doing this. The first thing,
okay.
Yes, I'm doing it. The first thing that the man recognizes, because of course it was a man, as he came out of the cave was the light, right? Because it would hurt your eyes. So I feel like the sunlight is the first thing. Instead of the familiar blackness of space, bright light from twin blue and yellow suns. How do I know that? I'm not looking straight at them, am I?
No, I feel like it just happens. Don't worry about it.
Fields, glass-walled domes. Man, people have been busy for the last 2 weeks. And walls ringed by giant mushroom-like trees. And people are walking outside on the ground. I mean, yeah, obviously, I'm going to get out there. And I'm going to probably trip and fall immediately on my face. The Strato Colony.
Yep.
Oh, Tammy jumps as you step out behind the ship's out of the ship's quarters behind her. You're awake. Are you all better? You better go see your dad. Okay, fine. Click on the ground, or I've been using WASD, seems to work. Yeah, WASD seems to work just fine. You slept so long after you bumped your head. Oh, after I bumped my head, like it's my fault. I was just sitting there. I bet your parents were worried. Your dad is working over in geoponics near those domes. They're called greenhouses. I would go with you, but this is as far as... If I take one more step, it'll be the furthest away from the ship I've ever been.
Tammy is scared. Let her be scared.
Tammy, you've said that every single step you've taken for the last 500 meters. Please, for God's sake, don't say it anymore. There are a lot of convenient paths already made. Engineering. Don't forget to study hard. I just hit my head. Can I please have a moment?
Absolutely not.
So that's congruence, right? You mentioned the other person who had a math name. Congruence is the AI on the ship, yeah?
Yes, congruence is the ship's AI.
I love congruence, except for the fact that it's trying to make me study when I just got
You'll
concussed.
be fine.
The command... Everyone's doing important things. Colony food shortfall minus 100%. Excellent. Security rating, we don't know yet. Upcoming event, we will be hosting our first annual Vertumnalia.
Yep.
Did I get that right? Festival
That
during the
sounds
second
right.
month of dust. Yeah, I don't care. Notice, take precautions outside the colony boundaries. Xenofauna have been sighted in the area. Basically, giant rats that I'm going to have to kill for XP.
Oh, there's no XP in this game.
Oh, fair enough. And then all of the people.
Yeah.
And all of these people's names... Melatonin, antecedent, yeah, okay. So I'm understanding all these people's names have, like, scientific or otherwise interesting backgrounds. Now I'm supposed to go to these green houses? Oh, no, never mind. There he is. Is my dad wearing, like, fishnet?
They're like suspenders. Everybody has these pretty interesting outfits.
So he's wearing net suspenders, which honestly, now that I'm looking at them, I kind of want them.
Vibe.
Those are actually really cool.
Geranium's cool.
Okay, so yeah, stay away while my noggin heals. I'm a snoozy little gooseberry. Okay, so he's a silly kind of dad. I'm okay with that.
A silly fun dad.
He is okay. So no, I love my dad. He's a good guy.
That
Welcome
cool.
to Vertumna, whatever. You've never seen the stratospheric from the outside except in pictures. The ship has been separated in two. That's right. Was I born on the ship?
You were born on the ship.
I was born on the ship. So I'm seeing the ship from the outside for the very first time. And apparently it created all these domes and stuff. An alien jungle creeps outside the wall. How did you do this so fast? I've been asleep for weeks, my dear aubergine. Aubergine, that's what you want to go with. Okay, I'm an eggplant now.
What? He's calling you eggplant. Let him be.
These geodesic greenhouses practically put themselves up. But some of this is only quick and temporary. Keep growing and improving. Is this a city builder?
No, but it is. You guys were designed to go up into a different planet and more or less, like, low-key terraform it to live and survive.
Got it.
This is a coming-of-age story.
So, to be clear, we are the first ones on this planet.
You are the first humans on this planet.
That we know of, yeah. You don't know what day it is, he asks his very, very concussed child. Just mentioning that again.
Hey, look, we don't know. Like, you don't have an augment, but if you did, maybe you would know what day it is. You just didn't pick that one.
I stare hard at the wrapped package. I know what's in there. I remember it. No, I dreamed it. It'll be a medallion in the shape of a sun that your dad made by hand. Okay, no, I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna call my shot. And he doesn't realize that I apparently psychically intuited that. +1 to challenges. I got the sun medallion. It's adorable. I love it.
It's so cute.
It wasn't Seek. I totally just, like, dreamt it. Oh, but he isn't listening to me because someone else is paying attention to him. You have to get back to work. There was an accident when we landed. Don't worry. That's a very ominous don't worry right there. It is a load-bearing don't worry. Professor Hal, which is also hilarious given my movie knowledge, is expecting you in classes if you're feeling up to it. Hal, can I please have a passing grade? I'm sorry, Selene. I'm afraid I can't do that.
I believe his name is halitosis.
Halitosis. Even worse. That's even worse, because now I'm imagining, of course, a professor with the worst breath ever.
I'm not saying no, but he's very nice looking.
We're gonna do the buy thumbs up. Choose an activity for the month to gain skills and advance time. There are 13 months in a year and 10 years until the end of the game. So I have 130 months to do things.
And anytime somebody has a little polka dots above their head like that, it means that they have something new to say to you.
Oh, okay. So I don't keep talking to the same people over and over and over again.
Talking to them because you can give gifts. But this way, like, you know, there's like a story beat with that particular person.
Okay, so what are we looking at here? I have 30 stress. No, stress is 50 out of 100. What's this thumbs up over here? That's kudos.
Kudos is like money.
It's like money, but I get it by doing nice things, apparently.
Yeah, it's like it's a rep / money. You can use it as money in the game.
Stress is only at 50 out of 100, which tells me this is definitely a fantasy game. And then rebellion, relationship with adults and the colony government. I can also tell this is not real because that's also at 50. Kids aren't allowed past the walls. They say there's nothing to be afraid of, but why do we need... We know there's exofauna. They said the word exofauna. There's big animals out there. They're going to eat you.
He doesn't give a shit about that.
But I'm apparently having another episode. Something enormous and dark and wriggly. Thanks, I hate it. You've had half-remembered nightmares of monsters, ship being destroyed, of sifting through wreckage that used to be your home. Your dad always told you the dreams weren't real. Spoiler alert, the dreams are definitely at least partially real. Like, I'm already calling that shot. I think there are monsters out there. I love how all of my responses are in all caps, like I am screaming. I believe you.
I don't think they're meant to be like that. They're just
No,
easier to read.
No, I'm not being sarcastic. They're huge and wriggly and dangerous. I'm not making fun of you, damn it. I'm actually trying to... Never mind. Some people are like that. I'm telling you I believe you. Now, aren't you just the cutest little button? With the gap tooth and everything?
Yeah. I don't know if those a gap tooth or a straight up missing one.
Anemone, yeah, given the positioning, probably missing. Given that she's rolling a sports ball. Really? A sports ball?
Sports balls because they're not from Earth.
We're really making the sports ball reference. Okay, fair enough.
Hell yeah. Listen.
So, the snow isn't cold, which means it's not cold. Or it's not snow, right? Because snow has to be cold. Anemone is simple, physical, real. You always feel grounded near her. What are you making? Have you seen any monsters? Why aren't you in school? See you later. What are you making? Snow spirals. Me and Cal made a big snow pal. You missed it while you were sleeping in medbay. Yes, we can play. Absolutely. Have you seen any monsters? Little bugs. Chief Rhett would beat up all the bugs, or all the monsters, or monster bugs, whatever. I'm sorry, Anemone's mom is named Antecedent.
Her name is Anne.
Right, but she's an auntie. Or an
her name is Antecedent.
Her name is Antecedent. I swear to God, this game. Okay. I'm not necessarily complaining, I'm just noticing.
You're just noticing. Okay.
School, I wonder where everybody was. I guess I'm going to be late for humanities class. But Professor Hal is chill. He won't mind. Also, I don't want to smell his very smelly breath. Wait, she said she was going to race me, but now she's just standing there.
I mean, it's a visual novel.
Yes, I know. I get it.
Oh, okay, we're being funny. Sorry, I'm autistic.
It's okay. A small team led by Security Chief Rhett. Also, a regulation-sized sports ball court. I don't know what sports ball is.
It's generic sports. So use it for soccer, use it for basketball, use it for whatever else.
I assume I'm not allowed to leave.
Oh, you're too young. If you go to the front gates, you can at least look at things, like the map, I believe.
I cannot seem to do anything at the front gate.
It's too early. It's only month 1.
So I could just relax in the lounge this month, which actually is not a bad idea given that I am fully and heavily concussed.
Working through it. You'll get better.
And I assume there are other... Is that the only thing I can do right now?
Yes, right now you can, or you can rest, or you can go to engineering.
Okay, no, I'm gonna rest.
Which is where the school is.
Again, heavily concussed. We're just gonna chill. You're tired, your head is feeling weird, the sun is bright and intense. Yeah, that's fair. I just wanna... I mean, what is social media? I live in a capsule, right?
I mean, there is social media.
I'm going to catch up on social media. A lot has happened. Kids have been posting about their adventures. Okay, so this must be a larger colony than I thought. There's more people here than I assumed.
There's more people than you interact with. The ones that you interact with are the ones that matter
You
to
smash
you.
that like button. This is such a referential game. Like,
It's
it's
so
clearly,
good.
like, yeah. I took the month off. It's fine. Do you
And then you
want
can
to forget?
so this lets you forget memories. The main meat of the game, aside from the like story is of it, is kind of like a poker based card challenge. So getting rid of the zero isn't going to hurt you. Um, when you go to school, eventually it will explain the card game aspect.
Okay, so you're saying I should forget the zero.
I personally forget zero.
Done. Your parents have been working from first dawn to well after dinner every day. By the way, mom's henna or tattoos or whatever those are amazing,
Including her head shave.
including
Ooh.
the head shave. Like, as part of
And
it, it's wonderful. It's incredible.
the fact that her ears are like that.
I hadn't even noticed, but yes, also that. Gotta.
Literally every adult in this game is attractive.
It's such a change from growing up in the stratospheric where everything was just provided for me, right?
Yeah.
You can tell they're exhausted. They make effort to spend time with me.
That's so nice of them.
I got some rest. I did. He looks so concerned. They both look like they have a lot of weight over their. Okay, so, no, I'm gonna say I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna say that. Well, some rest is fine, but I don't want you slacking off. I was concussed. Everyone was working very hard on this colony, and you have to as well. We're all going to have to do some things that are difficult. You should be glad that
But
you only have to worry about going to school, not ...
all the other bullshit that she has to deal with.
Yeah, there's something going on out there that they're trying to keep from me. They're trying to, like, I'm 10, right?
Yeah,
They're
you're
like, "Oh,
10.
everything's just fine. We're not out there like battling kaiju monsters every single day or whatever it is they're doing."
Kaiju monsters. That sounds right.
You know, says Dad, I think there are lots of different ways to learn, and school is just one of them. You can learn from working on a hobby or by helping a friend. He's giving me the tutorial voice right now.
He is. I love Dad's tutorial voice. He knows what's up.
So we're going to do things differently than on Earth. You can make your own decision. I'm 10. I am not old enough to make my own decisions about my education and my future. I'm not.
Maybe you should have gone to school instead of sleeping all month.
Look, I was concussed. We'll be proud of you no matter what you do. Okay, so I'm going to become a deadbeat. I'm going to get into drugs. I'm going to start, like, telling other people to go fight monsters. And then betting
Realistically,
on the
not
results.
an idea. Like, you can do that to an extent. Like, I'm not even joking. This game is about the life experience of a child.
And I can shovel dirt in geoponics if I want to get some of
Ayo.
that character building manual labor for children.
I mean, you'd be hanging out with your dad and your mom.
No, I named this character, or I didn't name this character, but I modeled this character after, like, mathematical concepts, so we're probably going to go ahead and do some, this is sports ball.
That's sports ball.
It
Yep.
requires a net and goals, and I assume a ball of some sort.
Well, yeah, that would make sense.
Look out, a ball is flying towards you.
If you cursor over the red areas, it'll tell you what stats you would have needed to get that option.
Yeah, no problem. I'm not sure this is a sports ball character, but yeah, you can show me anyway. Okay, that gives me +1 toughness.
Now you have 1 toughness. A.
And there was a 0G. Oh, right, because I have to deal with gravity now, right?
Yes.
Oh, and of course she's into it. Her brother's coaching. That's fair.
Yeah.
He's good at everything, especially spiking. He's coaching me to play awesome like him. You'll get the Ject shot. That's a Final Fantasy X reference that nobody gets. In Final Fantasy X, there is a like underwater soccer game called Blitzball, which
Right.
everyone hates, but I actually love. What have you been up to today? I mean, so far I've been hanging with my friends. Have you seen Anemone? She's been out playing, out by the garrison playing sports ball. So yeah, Anemone's got a big family. That's fair.
I think she has like 4 siblings, not
Seasons.
including.
I missed seasons. As a California born and bred person, can't relate. I don't understand. Back on Earth, it got much, much colder. The snow wasn't half as pretty as our. They're calling it spark snow. If it's not cold, it's not snow. Stop calling it snow.
It's the closest think, right? So you name things similar to what you already know.
Right, and there are 2 suns, so at some point it's gonna get hot to the point where outside is not gonna be a possibility,
Or outside is not going to be a should.
or at least pleasant. Hey, I live in Sacramento. I understand this place. Okay, so I'm responsible for my own schedule. So this is the experiment, right? The experiment is what happens if you give 10-year-olds full freedom to do whatever they want. Except that it's not a 10-year-old making the decisions, it's a 41-year-old man making the decisions on behalf of a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
I wonder what would happen if I just like slept for the first year.
Oh, your mom yells at you.
That doesn't surprise me. That's kind of like real life again.
She seems like she'd be the type of person to yell at you, yeah?
What are you doing in geoponics? We're doing our best. That's a hell of a thing to say to a little kid, but also fair and very
I
honest.
feel like that says so much about everything that's happening in geoponics.
And then she starts talking about how I'm growing, so clearly I'm just another one of her crops. But yes, I am too young for real farming.
Yep.
It's fine. So if I wanted to go like sports jock, starting off in the farm is probably a good way to go, right?
Or you could start playing sports ball immediately.
Or I could do that. What's happening in engineering? Hal is teaching all sorts of stuff. If you pass, blah, blah, blah. Your father thinks you're old enough that school is optional. At age 10. I don't agree, but I'll be honest with you. We need every pair of hands we can get. So, okay. I understand what I'm doing now. I am a professional educator. Obviously, I'm going to get that education. Mars. Mars's eyes are incredible. It's so gross here. The sparks of snow would ruin my good clothes. Tammy made me some soy sweets, but there's no way I'm going out in all this weather. Since you like running around in it, could you fetch them for me? You know what? Fine. I'll be nice. So she's down the hill. Right there. You literally couldn't walk like 10 feet. All right, Mars. It's fine. She's apparently a very important person. One
She's
order
so important.
of mango soy sweets. Please tell Mars she can have the scarf back, okay? She used some of her kudos to nanoprint it for me because it's so dusty here. So kudos aren't just like a game conceit. Kudos are like an actual world currency.
To an extent, like they are as close to currency as this colony gets.
Like, how does that even work? How do you get a kudo and then give it to somebody else for a service rendered? Like, how does that even work?
It's less of for a service rendered necessarily. Like you get, if you do a good job, you get kudos for it, which then you can use to nanoprint things, is the concept.
And nanoprinting, I assume, is like replicating in Star Trek, which
Yeah.
you don't watch, so you don't know.
Well, I mean, it's like replicating to an extent, but you have to have like the base, like materials
So Tammy is fully crushing on Mars, right?
I think Tammy is just like a sweet little girl who
Also,
has
10 years old, gotta remember. This is not a teenage drama yet.
yet we will get there.
Tammy had the best doll collection. After her mom died, her dad used all his nanoprinter creds to print her a different doll every month for a year. So it's an interesting, like, in Star Trek, you can replicate anything you want for free all the time forever, right?
Yeah.
If a kid wanted a new toy every week, then they could just replicate the toy, and when the kid got tired of it, put it back in the replicator, and it would, discorporate it. But
Whereas I don't believe it can discorporate it. I think they need to have the base materials.
yeah, it's like a 3D printer, except like at a molecular level, it sounds like.
Yes, that sounds correct to me.
You know what? I'll play dolls with you. You don't think Tammy will ever be too old to play with dolls? I hope that when Tammy's like in her 60s, assuming she makes it that far, she's still playing with dolls. Two super fancy posable dolls named Lily and Tilly who can be programmed to move on their own. Tammy isn't very good at the programming, which is what I can do. They must be breakdancing at a club. Perfect. Love it. All right, let's go give the bossy person what she wants.
I love her outfit though.
No, her outfit is amazing. Her hair game is on point. Her eyes are incredible. Her eyebrows are making me feel inferior just by looking at a sketch of her.
As you should. That sounds correct.
I ate them all. It gives me 2 toughness.
Do it. Oh, it gives you 2 physical, a card that is 2 physical.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to give them to her.
Oh.
Yeah, you're fine. I get +5 loyalty. She gives me 1. Administrator Seek is looking for someone to do delivery jobs. But I can get a reference. I got a reference. Very nice. Okay, so the engineering school.
You can also go unlock that job without using the month.
Really? Okay, so where was it that she wanted me to go?
It's going to be in command. So that would be near Mars. This is engineering.
There's engineering. Okay. And this one is the living quarters.
And that's command.
And that would be command. Okay, cool. Oh, I don't have...
Toughness 10 or organization 10.
Which I don't have.
Okay.
And that's fine. Okay, so engineering, that's the living quarters. I know what I'm doing. Engineering is where this is happening. So I can study life sciences, which will give me some reasoning. It'll give me some stress. It'll give me some friendship with tangent. And then there's humanities, creativity, persuasion, also stress. Let's go with life sciences. We're going full nerd this time around.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I see what you mean about everybody being attractive, like even Hal, who probably doesn't smell very good given that his name is literally halitosis.
He looks so nice, though.
We're learning about the wet sciences. See, you can't say that to a bunch of 10-year-olds. You just can't. Biology, chemistry, medicine, ecology. I'm getting... Okay, so there was this thing called the National Science Foundation that used to put commercials up, like, on Saturday morning cartoons. And I have this astronomy, biology, chemistry, zoology, like song stuck in my head now from a commercial. At least one person listening to this has heard that before. Science and technology. Yeah. For today's...
Not this person.
It's fun, you'll see. For today's lesson, we'll start with a fun group project. You'll be studying the mush tree. In the ideal conditions, it can grow at a speed of over 1 meter a day. Like, that's the level of like growth that you can hear if you listen carefully to it.
I think that's the idea, actually.
I
I
think
think you can hear mush trees growing.
I think rhubarb is like that. There's a thing that you can like
Rhubarb is
grow.
like that.
Yeah, you can grow it in a low light environment, and it grows so fast that you can actually hear it making new cells, which is
There's
extremely disturbing.
recordings of that you can find
It's
online, actually.
extremely disturbing. Mush trees are the most abundant south of the colony in the stormy, moist regions of the subaqueous swamp.
Mhm.
So we've got a couple of engineering, some reasoning, teeny little bit of toughness. We could use water instead of soil. If they like wet weather, that might work. Do you have any suggestions? Let's see. A grow light might work. I know a little bit about these things. But mushrooms normally like dank, like dark places, right? I'm gonna say lowering the water's pH. We'll see what happens.
Oh, wait, go back up. There's a little bit there. I don't know if you saw that.
You fill the bucket with water and add spark snow crystals. These are sometimes left over at the end of the quiet season. They're mildly acidic, which means they should lower the pH of the water. Every day you rush into the classroom to check on its progress. At first there's nothing, but by midweek your little mush tree shoot sprouts up and starts its journey. In the end, yours is in the middle of the pack. Seeing as they don't usually grow where there is spark snow, you're able to conclude they probably don't like acid. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, interesting. When you work or go to class, you'll play a quick card challenge as the month passes. Move cards to fill the 5 panes and make the best hand you can. Order matters. I'm aiming for 10.
Oh, like, your goal will be there. If you hit next, it'll show you the next, like, part of the tutorial.
And I get bonuses for pairs, the same number together. Okay. Or triples, apparently.
Or all 5, if you do it. You can.
The more cards in a flush, pair, or straight, the higher the bonus added to your total. Cards can also affect each other and can be rearranged to find the best total score.
So your goal here is 12.
I'm looking for 12.
Yes.
And do I only get one hand?
You only get one hand.
So I only have 5 cards. All I can really do is play all the cards, right?
Yep. It's all about, like, order placement.
But you did say, yeah, they did say order matters. So we're going to go through discovering, first steps. There's my 3 of a kind.
Yep.
On the other hand, I'm going to put Tangent's Focus there first. That way I get the 3 on the top and the 3 on the bottom. And I've already won. I'll go ahead and place my stress cry, and I'll click the win button. Okay. I'm understanding a bit.
You get kudos if you get the highest score that you can, as well.
Which is what I just did, I think.
Which is what you just did, yeah.
Sometimes they actually do it. So I'm actually getting like precognition here, right? Like, or maybe it's just confirmation bias, but it seems like I'm getting some actual precognition here. This morning you were sure Professor Howell was going to trip on the uneven floor, but he didn't. Mars called me a liar and a dummy. No, fuck you, Mars. Nobody cares about you. At night,
Mars cares about Mars.
Dreams are all mixed up with stuff that you know can't be real. Chased by kaiju, saved by strangers, holding hands, crying as you lift a body into the recycler. But like dreams, like they're dreams. You can't remember them. But what if they will happen? Eventually, I decide to stay. So I don't have a choice whether or not to stay quiet about my dreams, but I have to like come up with a reason why.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with I don't want people to worry.
Yeah.
Like, my parents clearly are just trying to keep people alive. Like, it's clear
Mm-hmm.
that they're doing their best. So we'll just, maybe we'll learn more. We'll see. Mid quiet. Late quiet. Okay. No, we should make our own list. The two of you run around the colony taking pictures of all the different plants, making fake sciencey sounding names for them like Wonkius shrubbius and Purpurus gracium. Look, we're trying, okay? We're 10 years old. Give us a little bit of grace. After an hour, you've categorized 51 different species. See, that's like real science. We're even writing it down. That is science.
Mm-hmm.
So we got some biology and some friendship.
She's like, it's not super scientific, but it was fun and I had a good time.
Well, it's like in middle school when I was supposed to like pin bugs to a board, which is a thing that I actually did. And like, I don't know that we actually got any scientific knowledge from that, but it was fun.
Yeah, whatever works.
Is Cal holding... That's a board, right? Okay.
It's a hoverboard.
It's a hoverboard. It looked to me like a WWF title belt for a moment. I was
Honestly,
like, is this guy going to challenge me in the middle of the ring? Real ground is harder to hover on than ship floors. That makes sense. There's bumps. Yeah, that sucks. It's actually... Oh, really? He likes it. Oh, he's made a skate bowl. No, I'm not going to try. It's a what? It's like a... Yeah, it's like a little skate park. That's amazing. I'm going to try it, and I'm going to fall. Got some friendship, got some toughness.
Remember, you can't make a new hoverboard.
I definitely fell at some point, I'm sure.
Oh, for sure.
And I still can't do this because toughness or organizing 10 or better.
Yeah, which means that you can just, if you find things that give you boosts to toughness, you can work on that. I think you have a 1 in toughness now.
Yeah.
You can mouse over that in order to see.
I am mousing over. Yeah, 2. I have a toughness of 2.
That's more than I thought you had. Look at you go.
Look at me go. Okay, so I have to choose my next thing, right?
Yeah, so I think there's playing sports ball, shoveling dirt, and then there's schooling or just chilling out. The front door is also open so that you can go talk to
Oh, hell yeah.
the door.
Hey there, kiddo. Uncle Tonin. Who does he remind me of? He gives me like Mary vibes from One Piece a little bit. Maybe it's just the goat ears.
And well, the pointy ears and also the massive sideburns. Still hot. Everyone's hot.
So we've got the Resting Ridges, the Subaqueous Swamp, the Valley of Vertigo, and the Prosaic Plains. But I can't go to any of those because I'm neither tough nor brave enough.
Also 10.
A float cow. Xenolevis bovidae. So that's amazing. They produce a salty, high-protein, milky substance.
They're cows.
They're cow balloons is what they are. They're
cow balloons. That is correct. They are cow balloons.
A communal creature with 2 disparate sets of eyes and 1 strong foot. So they're like... Okay, they've got 2 heads but 1 foot.
They have 1 head, 4 eyes, and 1 foot.
That's so weird. Okay, manticores.
They're so cute.
Their body is composed almost entirely of dangerous weapons. Fair enough. Okay, fine. Let's keep with the learning.
So
Yeah, we're
this
gonna...
is
Go ahead.
sorry, the stream just buzzed on me. So this is congruence.
Yeah.
I love her stickers.
We're gonna do a little bit more life sciences.
You can also register for engineering classes before you pick.
Gotcha.
Or next time, which gives you options to engineering classes, which I believe gives you engineering and organization.
Okay, so I can now change the difficulty to hard mode, which is harder card challenges, or I can change it to story mode, which skips the card challenges entirely.
Or leave them alone.
I'm going to leave it alone, but I enjoy that it gave me that option. Okay, so 1, 3, 2, 1. Okay. No, not you. You, then you, then you. I'm just trying to think if there is a better way that I could get more points.
And you can rearrange them, just drag and drop.
I could, but I can't think of a better way to drag and drop. No, I think I got the most points I can.
And you did. So you see those 3 stars?
Yeah.
If you mouse over them, it'll tell you how close you are. So the best score in that situation with the hand that you had was 15.
You know, the weird thing is it's giving me vibes of Marvel Midnight Suns, which is a card-based combat game. But there are, like, challenges where if you play the cards in the right order, you can get the maximum score. So it's the same here.
Yeah, very similar.
My biology is getting way up there.
Yep. I mean, way up there for,
for a 10-year-old.
For the 4th month. So this is, now we're in Bloom, I think is what the name of this season is called, or
yeah,
Pollen. You can always talk to your parents. A lot of people, if you talk to them and you have certain levels of skills, you're able to like increase their personal story and usually get a card for it.
Would they have a ...
Not necessarily. So if you go talk to your mom, for instance, you have like just her more details here. You can say, no, you're good if you want to get out of that. I think your dad is the first one that has it that you can see. And it's a help him with animals. So if you get animals of 20, I think the marks are 20, 40, and 80, but it might be 20, 40, 60, and 80.
Yeah.
We'll give you like additional memories with people. For instance, I think Tammy is empathy. So if you get empathy to 20, then you can like progress Tammy's personal story.
We're gonna shovel some dirt. Oh boy. She walks you around the geoponics wing, points out where everything is. Yeah, I'm just moving shit. It's fine. Any questions? No, let's go. So I got more stress, but some toughness. You can feel your muscles growing already. That's not how that works, but fair enough. Okay, here we are again.
Yeah, you're sore as hell because you had to like move dirt. It's your first time doing physical labor. Get going, kid.
I think this is probably my best option. Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm at 7 toughness, plus 8 kudos, and of course a bunch of stress. I wake from an afternoon nap. I'm allowed to have afternoon naps? Man, I'm jealous of this person. Tammy wants to... Oh, I was having a weird dream. Tammy wants to say hi. You should visit the cafeteria. Auntie Seaton is making a new kind of candy. She says it's made of cotton. It's probably just spun sugar, but fair. I have to go tidy the creche. I mean, obviously we're going to go get the candy. Again, big, in this case, what's her name? Rose from Steven Universe.
Seaton is Anemone's mom, if I remember correctly.
That makes sense. The hair is there.
Yeah, the
The
hair is
freckles
there.
are there. Yeah, that makes sense.
The general vibe is there.
And it leaves a gritty residue on my tongue. So this is like just spun sugar, right? Like,
Yeah.
you wait until everyone is gone. Tammy never shows up. So I'll make sure to give her some. Absolutely. Your mom had to run off on some kind of council business. I feel like as we get older, we're going to learn more about what that council business is. When you're just about ready to head off to bed, your mom returns. You can tell from the defeated slant of her shoulders that something has gone wrong.
Did the sound change?
It
Or is
did.
that just on me?
It did. In fact, let me go ahead and I'm just going to increase the audio a little bit.
I have it lower because I didn't want it to get feedback.
I'm so sorry to have to tell you this. There was an accident this afternoon in the creche. Your classmate, Tammy, has died. Yeah, that's 50 stress. That makes sense.
And the question mark also gives you a thing.
I gained the status in mourning.
So if you look over at your little circle face, which has changed with your mood, you have two
Yeah.
circles next to your character image, and those will tell you what things mean.
Got it. You suddenly remember the cotton candy you were saving. You put your hand in your pocket to get it, but what comes out is a sticky, dark red lump of hard goo. Because that's what cotton candy does, right? It.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm 10. Do I want to ask what happened? Yeah, I'm curious. She was killed by an electric shock from a broken hollow projector. You press her for more, for an explanation. A little girl is dead. Someone you'd grown up with. Someone who was so much like you. She wasn't sick or anything. You just saw her this morning. She was right there. Why? Sometimes there's just no reason why. Yeah, I feel that. I know that. And then off to bed. Yeah, that's depressing as hell. And exactly how, being a colonist or being a pioneer would work. I swear to God, Mars, if you give me any bullshit. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I was thinking about Tammy. She used to sit on the hill there in that spot in the sun. Every morning she'd just sit there for hours doing nothing, just being happy. Yeah, I miss her too. And now she's dead. Of all the people, how come it had to be my friend? Well, first off, I didn't realize you were friends. And second off, that's kind of a, egocentric way of putting it, but that's fine. Administrator Seek is looking for me. That's fine. But I need some time off. I can't do anything right now. Yeah, I'm not going to ask him if he's okay. That's obviously a silly thing to ask.
Cal's sad face is so sad.
It is so sad. It's so well drawn. He doesn't want me to tell my mom that he picked flowers for his dead friend. Ah. Yeah, I think giving him some space is the best thing to do, but, like, yeah. Yeah, and everyone's mad. Anemone's not happy. Of course, nobody's happy.
Kids aren't supposed to die.
Kids are not supposed to die. I did not want to know that, thanks. Sorry, Dis. I know. Dis was just trying to give me good information about a thing that happened, and I wasn't ready for it. And of course, neither of my parents have anything useful to say. Not that I think there's anything useful that could be said at this point.
Parents.
Yeah, we're taking the month off. I want to forget my friend dying. Is that a thing I can do? No? Okay.
No.
Tammy who? That's rough. No,
Woof.
I'll be there. The first person dead on Vertumna. I had a dream of this, right? Like, they mentioned before this happened that there was a dream of me lifting a shrouded body into the recycler. And I have been to... It's funny, my grandfather, people watching don't know, but Barbara's husband, when he died, he was, like, expected to die, so his wake was kind of a jaunty sort of celebratory affair. But
that's always good.
In the same summer, a friend of mine, who was like me, 20 at the time, went to Boston and died in a car accident just completely randomly. And that funeral was very, very different. Like a 20-year-old who had everything in front of her rather than a sick, 70-year-old man who was on his way out anyway. One of the first humans to be born in space and the first to die on an alien planet, she exemplified the very arc of human accomplishment, bending hopefully towards life beyond our humble Earth. She is the first of us who can call Vertumna home. Her passing was as senseless as it was sudden. Losses like this are impossible to hold within oneself, a painful reminder that life is impossibly precious and fragile. But they also remind us, as always, that as a community, we are capable of great strength. As a community, we return her body to the soil that nourishes us, and in this way, she will never be truly lost. Again, Becky Chambers books. Read Becky Chambers. If you're listening to this and you're enjoying this story, read Becky Chambers. Start with The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. Go from there. You don't need to be okay. I'm glad that I don't need to be okay, because I'm not. It's fine. If you want to take the rest of the month off.
Okay.
No, I already took a month off, though. Right? I already took a month off. I'm going to go back to school. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going back to school. So that's my question, and Tang is very right here. Like, I am an avid gamer, right? I've played a lot of games, a lot of times, and part of me wonders, is this the creator literally just showing us that life is sometimes cruel, right? Life is sometimes completely unpredictable. Or was this a thing that happened? Tang is a very smart person with her DNA strand hair. She wants this to mean something, but I don't know if it does. Like, was this part of the plot, or is this just the capriciousness of life? I don't know. Still nothing interesting from my parents.
Woof.
Yeah, you know. They're also fucking dealing, right? They're also dealing with all of this, so... Using Congruence's HoloNet scheduling system is almost a test on its own. You feel like a hacker navigating the confusing interface. So I feel like she is so, or he is so, so traumatized from this that he's like, I just have to think of something else, anything else. I'm going to dive into this engineering shit to try to stay away from feeling the way I've been feeling.
And because you're in mourning, you can't like gain like a stats as easy right now.
Yeah. So we're gonna dive right into engineering.
Especially since if she died because of like a hologram gone weird, it makes sense for you to be like, actually, I need to know so much about holograms right now.
Only 1 star. Did I really have?
Yeah. If you cursor over and you got a 15 out of 17.
I thought I had that.
I mean, you passed.
Yeah, no, but I thought I had found the right the actual like full solution. Next time. Who dis? New phone? Who dis? I need you to figure out where he's been disappearing. He doesn't even come home at night. No, he's going outside. Was he the one that was thinking about monsters outside of the...
Yeah.
Yeah, that was him, right? And then I told him to fuck off. It is kind of his own business, but because Tangent is my friend, I will go ahead and find out. It would be a ridiculous waste of resources if something happened to him and no one knew where he was or how to find him. Clearly, Tangent is being very normal about this whole issue with Tammy.
Tangent has some issues.
Yeah, this is totally normal. Tangent's not having any problems whatsoever. In Star Trek: The Next Generation, Wes Crusher once tries to emulate Data, the android, because he didn't want to feel something. So he, like, tried to pretend that he was an android.
The vibes are fucking real.
Hi, Dis. He doesn't say anything. His eyes flit briefly to yours, and he stares vaguely off toward the engineering wing. She's worried about you. She doesn't care about me. She's just worried she'll get in trouble if I don't come home. That's not true at all. I don't have that kind of friendship yet, though.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to threaten him. Look at him. He's so sad and pathetic.
It's so funny because his name means like sadness.
Yeah, he's so sad. I'm not gonna bother him. Okay, still can't come out here yet. Don't have the bravery or the toughness. How you doing?
She's getting over it.
Apparently really hot, but I'm not tough enough to train together. So I got something for you. I got a Xeno egg.
Oh shit, it's her birthday.
Didn't even realize it was her birthday. This is like in Stardew Valley when I give someone a gift and they're like, I can't believe you remember my birthday. And I was like, neither can I.
If you click on her sprite from this page, you can see the downloads of stuff that you know about her.
Birthday early dust, and she likes red Xeno eggs.
Yep.
Like Stardew Valley.
Yeah, if you go to the little heart tab up in the corner, you can look
Hey,
at
I
like
have
what
friends
about
now.
your city. That's how many characters are named in the whole game. You can meet them all.
Okay, I've talked to everybody. I still don't have the toughness or the organizing. I keep hitting escape to get out of those, and I shouldn't because it puts me into the menu.
And you can also like if you go into a menu like in one of the places, you can see what they're gonna give you. So if you're like, oh, I do want to up my toughness, you can go find tasks that up your toughness.
Professor Hal rubs his hands together as he waits for the class to settle down. If biology and chemistry are the wet sciences, then this engineering must be a dry one. But believe me, this class definitely won't be dry. He winks. It's weird. Will we also be learning about nuclear engineering? Says the 10-year-old. Yes, at a beginner level, we'll have an overview of atomic theory and take a field trip to the engine rooms, which are like 50 feet away, to learn how our ship's nuclear reactor works to power the colony. Okay, now I gotta think here. It's obviously all 5.
Yep. But you get color matching bonuses.
I do.
So as long as the colors are
Does it
the
matter
same.
if I do like red and then blue?
No. As long as the reds are next to each other and the blues are next to each other.
Okay, but I know I got the super goal.
Yeah, for sure. Super gold gives you an extra skill point, whereas max number gives you kudos.
Got it. It's time for Vertumnalia. Udicott and the council have called a festival to celebrate life. Everyone gathers to hear the speech. In Earth history, Vertumna was known as the god of seasons, change, gardens, and fruit. It's no coincidence that our forebears of the Vertumna Project chose to take on such an auspicious name, in the hopes of seeding future bountiful seasons of humanity. We will continue this tradition of Vertumnalia, a midsummer festival, to celebrate our Vertumna, this lush planet upon which we found ourselves today. Yawn. +5 rebellion, love it. You start to tune out the speeches after that. Look, they couldn't save Tammy. Why should I listen to anything that they had to say?
Well,
When it's your mother Flulu's turn, she announces that tonight you'll be eating some of the very first crops grown from Vertumnan soil. So immediately there's a 50% casualty rate in the town. Everyone's dead.
everyone dies. Oops. Damn it, Mom. You ruined it again.
And what is a festival without festivities? Professor Hal and Security Chief Rhett have organized a 3-part competition for the kids. Good luck, children. So by festivities, they mean make the children compete for our entertainment.
I mean, is that not what normal festivities are about?
We're gonna do competitions are dumb. Yeah.
They said free points.
No, they are free points.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the science fair, and I get 5 loyalty. Tangent completes, of course, competes, entering her study of the ship's hydro-recycling system. It was previously used to make urine drinkable, but she offers that it could now be turned to new uses, like making blood and spit drinkable. Despite how many times she says the word pee, it's still boring.
Accurate. Okay, so this is a hard challenge.
Okay, so I'm going to present my project. Story challenges have 3 rounds instead of 1. After every round, you'll keep the cards you didn't play and unlock an extra slot to play them in. Okay, so hold on. If I play 3 cards, am I going to lose those cards for the next round?
You'll draw cards.
Okay, so I'm going to go with first steps, and discovering. Hold on, I'm just double checking. That's 8, right? Because I could go there, which would be 7. Yeah, we're gonna go with the 8.
You're gonna want to clear your tutorial box.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
So you could get 1, 2, 3 in this situation by putting the 4 at the end.
So, wait a second. So I could go... Oh, I see it. Yeah, no, I see it. But it's not 3, it's 4, right?
Yeah, it's technically a 4.
So like I could go 1, 1, 2, 3. But that's not 1, 2, 3, that's 1, 2, 4.
Correct. If you pull the 4 out, and then both of the yellow cards, and then go blue 1, yellow 1, blue 2, and you can hold on to the 3 for the 3rd round. Or which is a 4, technically.
Oh, I see.
Might
You're thinking I might want to save this for the next round. Okay, that makes sense. And that gives me my 3 of a kind. That gives me a couple of mini flushes.
So here you have, I would go from me as sort of yellow, and then the 3, and then the 4, and then the 1 again. That is an option. But you can also rearrange it so you could have the 2 1s together.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I think the straight is going to be worth more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like 15 is the highest
that you might be able to get here.
That I think I'm going to be able to get.
Yeah, and you can push through a win anyways. But it would cost you the 35 stress.
My goal
but it might be worth it to do it.
My goal is 22.
Yep. And you have 15.
And I can do a +1, but that'll just get me to 16.
That has already been factored.
That's already been factored in.
Yeah, the +1 is always factored on the first hand.
Okay, so there is no way with the cards I've got right now to get to 22, but I can push through for 35 stress.
It's not a bad idea to lose, but winning is also good.
No, I'm gonna let Tangent have this. And I did get the best score I could have gotten, so I'll get my kudos. Your baking soda volcano. Okay, look. How did I get baking soda all the way out here?
It's atoms. You can
minus 50 stress. Look, I'm okay with this. This was good. Look, Tammy earned it. She's clearly the really smart one, so. Into mid-dust we go. Still can't train together because I don't have the toughness.
But you could probably get some by working with your parents.
Yeah, probably.
There's a log there that you could pick up.
A what?
There's a mush log right there.
Oh, I see it. They didn't say anything about picking stuff up, so I'm like, okay, so is there other stuff?
There's a couple of different things. All of them have an effect that you can use in the card game. In addition to, like, giving them as gifts.
Cal seems to really like this work. Shoveling the dirt.
Dirt shoveling.
I'm just thinking if there's anything else I could do. I don't think there is. I think we're good.
Fine.
Yeah. I'm getting paranoid about, like, can I make it better? Okay, so I've got 11 toughness now.
Yeah.
So I should be able
to try to convince them to let you sneak out.
I think that required 20?
We could always check. Like, it doesn't cost you anything to check. It is 20.
It is 20. That's okay. And I need 20 also to train together.
Yeah, your main, like, the target numbers tend to be multiples of 20.
Fair enough.
But you might be able to work in the command option with 10.
I could give you a mushwood log, but I'm not gonna.
So you could go unlock, I think that's at 10. If you go to command, you can unlock working in the...
That's right. That might have been at 10. You're right. Deliver supplies. I can carry a lot. Strong for your age, maybe. I feel like she's got that kind of snooty voice.
Seek is, I believe, gender neutral. If you click on their portrait, it'll tell you.
It does say they here.
Yeah.
But lucky for you, you're the only applicant this week. You've got the job. For now, anyway.
They do sound snooty. Like, in my head, also, yes.
I'm literally holding my head up as I say it. I'm like, come back in a few minutes, and you can help make deliveries. Yes, there will be kudos in it for you if you do it correctly.
I like the correctly being like...
Correctly.
Correctly.
Alright, we're delivering supplies. It's mostly small things. Some are high priority, which means you need to move fast. You do get a little bit minus stress because it's fun getting to yell important delivery coming through, and people actually get out of the way. Seems straightforward enough to me. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. If you are curious, if you hit the little cards section up at the top, it'll show you all of your memories, which are your cards. So these are the ones that you have. So you don't actually have a 3.
No.
And then if you
I have a 3, but not only if this is not the highest one.
Yeah. If you click over to gear, it'll show you the gear that you have.
Interesting.
And then if you click over to collectibles, it shows you all of the things that you found.
Very interesting. Okay.
And tutorial windows open, but you can if you have multiple forms of gear, you can switch them out before you go into an event. So as long as you're in this overmap here, you can switch them around.
He's skulking. I'm gonna tell someone.
You got a persuasion out of it.
I got a persuasion out of it. I'm not a big fan of being a tattletale, but like... Dis seems to be really... maybe endangering himself. Want to hear a fun nature fact? I gotta get more biology.
There's another log there.
Another log.
Yeah, it's a little bit hidden.
Yep, I see it.
She does call you out on not going to class, though, just there.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she was like, I see that you're not going to class. What's up with that?
If you're not going to class, I can put you to work. All right, I'm going to class. It's fine. Jeez. Human beings are so great, don't you think? Not really. This was all dirty jungle, now it's civilization. I don't know that I agree.
Wow, just say you're a human supremacist, I guess.
We've been learning about adaptability and writing a biology class. The book says it's what sets us apart from the animals. Maybe the animals have neat adaptations. Maybe, but even if they do, I haven't seen any sign of intelligent life here. It's just these big, dumb xenofauna. Yeah, animals are super dumb. No, they're smart. They're still animals. Maybe they're just pretending to be nice, so you'll feed them, which would make them smart.
That is the correct thought, actually. Animals are just pretending to be nice so that you'll feed them.
I mean, right? That's how cats got domesticated or domesticated us in the first place.
Correct.
Humans look defenseless and weak, but we're the strongest species in the galaxy. That you know of. I'm living proof that humanity is greater than our biology. All of us are with our genetic enhancements. Rude. Okay,
Except for
first
you.
off, rude.
Some of us don't have genetic enhancements, actually.
Some of
Tangent.
us don't have genetic enhancements, thank you so much. Alright, we're doing the biology thing. Who can tell me what special thing Hop-Eyes do when they see a predator? They hop away very quickly, that's why it's called a Hop-Eye. That's true, but not what I was getting at. Ooh, I have a that's debatable, that's a 5.
Yeah.
They fly away. That might work, but Hop-Eyes don't have wings. So I got a card despite being very wrong. I love it.
Hey, look, it's a memory, right? You got a
Especially
memory.
since there was a picture of one right in front of me. I love it. They thump their feet to warn other Hop-Eyes in the area, and then they hop away very quickly. You both got it wrong, but she thinks she's better than you. I mean, she kind of is. That's fair.
Can't argue with correctness.
Yeah, the 4 ones in a row is really what I was going for there.
Yeah.
Awesome. Did I get enough biology to give a fun biology fact? I did. I'm so excited. I have a terrifying familiar dream. A monster crashing through the walls, unfathomably large, every part wriggling and moving and searching.
Hate that.
Time shifts to the wreckage of your home. You're picking through it, looking for something. This is a dream that Soul has had before, right? Tears streaking down your dust-covered face as you lift heavy pieces of debris, searching. You wake up shouting no with +5 stress, but your voice is drowned out by the deafening rumble from the skies outside. The bedroom window is covered in water. Like rain? Sure. I can only imagine what it would be like to experience rain for the first time, right? And thunder. Yeah, pretty rough. I am hiding under the covers. Thank you very much.
Take 5 stress.
Look, weather is scary. Who knows what it'll do next? Especially like if you've been living inside a hermetically sealed tube literally for your entire life. Yeah, no, that's terrifying. Is the wet the last season or is there one after?
There is one extra season. So your birthday is in the first month of cold. So it goes through wet. So mid-wet and then late wet and then glow. And the glow is the last season of the year.
And if this is proportioned right, there's only 2 bits of glow?
There's only 1 bit of glow.
There's only 1 bit of glow. Okay, cool.
So glow is the 13th month.
I still can't train together. I wonder if you would like a mushwood log. No, I'm not going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to Tangent. I did get some friendship. She's like, I don't know, this is kind of dumb, but I guess I'll take it. I picked up a piece of wood off the ground. I'm like, here, have this. Oh, I need 20 biology for the fun nature check. Okay, that's fine. I dare you to eat this worm. I kind of want to give her the log just so that she can be disappointed by it. Because I know she would.
So mean.
I know she would. She'd be like, this is dumb. I have been going to class, thank you so much.
I just check in with my mom every night before class. Let me do this, Mom. Gee.
But also, I want biology so I can give fun nature facts. Tang is absent almost all this month because Chief Engineer Instance has asked for help. Because you're judged on what you know, not what you've proved, many older students choose to skip class and instead get hands-on experience. Well, that's sad. Okay, so 1, 1, 1, 5. And the 0 is not going to do anything, right? Oh no, it will because there's 2. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I think this time around we're going to do some shoveling.
Shoveling is always good.
Don't you just love this? Dirt? I guess it's okay. No, I mean this. We get to help plant stuff and watch it grow. Actually, that's pretty okay. Why do you like it so much? I like digging holes in the dirt. Okay, that's fair. It's full of surprises down there.
He's the most valid 10-year-old.
I mean, yeah, again, I found a worm. She was like a rainbow. That's ominous. You like getting dirt under your fingernails. Cannot relate at all. Anything under my fingernails makes me very, very uncomfortable.
Victorious.
Nailed it. Yeah,
Got
these
that
are pretty.
toughness up.
Most of these are pretty easy. How much
Yeah,
toughness am I
you're
at? I'm at 15. The days have been getting shorter with only the yellow sun barely skimming the horizon. One morning, you wake up in the darkness and have to check your holopalm to know what time it is. You see a hollow stream from Mars. Good morning to all my pals, if you can even call it morning. They've named it glow season because, like, everything is crazy glowing out there in the dark. I am staying the heck inside for the next month. What's the point in even going out if you can't see anything? It's going to be a long, boring month. No, it looks super cool out there. Shut up. Oh, look at it. There's like a spiraling thing in the air. This is amazing.
It's the wormhole.
The wormhole is the biggest you've ever seen it, like a massive fiery ring in the sky. The planet must be very close to it now. Is the planet going to like fall into the wormhole? And out in the jungle, something new is taking place. The plants are flowering, glowing, iridescent blooms, and everything is full of life. And lots of roars out there, apparently. After Mars's message is a notice from the council warning everyone to stay safe inside. Is Mars taking payroll from the council as like an influencer?
You know, honestly, if anybody was, it would be Mark.
Just saying, could be. Tammy's dad and the other surveyors have been called back. The gates have been closed. So it's the late. Oh, so it's the glow.
Yeah, this is the last
Oh, it
season.
looks so pretty.
Isn't it so gorgeous?
I love they have like little fireflies or whatever.
And I think those are probably mushroom spores, realistically.
On the ship, adults are always saying, no running, but outside there's so much room. I can run for 5 minutes in one direction, even more.
Ooh, crystal thing.
You're right, there's a glittering crystal cluster. Not a whole lot of people outside.
Which makes sense, because people got told to stay inside.
It doesn't seem dangerous, though. What you should be afraid of here is me if you don't do what I say, Selene.
Thank you, Mom.
I mean, again, I understand. She's like, "Oh,
Bye.
you're not scared of the world? Then fine, be scared of me, and I'm telling you to go back inside." We don't know what
Look,
out.
she has a
Say that again.
she has a point.
She does, and she is scary. Like, I would not want to fight that woman under any circumstances.
That so she also has a prosthetic.
She has a prosthetic.
She
Like
has a prosthetic. You can see it. It's in her leg.
Is it that?
When well, I can't see your little cursor, but I'm assuming yeah. But she has a cane, which is like that shovel thing that
Yep.
she's leaning on.
I see it.
That leg is a prosthetic leg. You can see it in her sprite on the map.
Love it. It is gorgeous, though. Like, it is really pretty.
So you see her leg there?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got her cane, and she's got
Her prosthetic
a
leg.
prosthetic, and not a whole lot else to do at the moment. So I have to figure out what I'm doing for this month, right?
Yeah.
You know what? We're gonna play sports ball.
Do it.
Like, it's nighttime and it's beautiful, and like there is nothing like playing sports out in the world when everything is beautiful. Okay.
Isn't Calm hot?
Hi, Com.
Calm is so hot.
Your chest plate is like weirdly asymmetrical, but I'm not gonna. I'm just okay, fine.
Every single outfit in this game I want to make. Every single one.
Com will fill in to even up the teams, but he promises to go easy. Obviously, I'm going to choose Com, right? You always choose the mentor. He's 5 years older than any of you. Like, obviously, he's the guy. Anemone chooses Mars, so I'll take Cal. Sports ball is fun, but it feels mean to score against the other team. Cal, you are too good for this life.
He's so pure.
He also, like, the fact that he's named Cal reminds me of Kaladin from the Stormlight Archives, because I've been reading that again lately. And he's so,
if
like...
you click on him, I think he tells you what his full name is. But yeah, recalcitrance.
Recalcitrance, which is also very Kaladin.
Yeah, right?
Okay. Start the game. I'm looking for 18.
It's funny because recalcitrant is having an obstinately uncooperative attitude towards authority or discipline.
That's not going to do it.
I mean, you have 3 rounds here, so why not do the ones?
Oh, right. Because I'm eventually looking for 18, right?
Yeah, you got time. And you got that 5 down. I do a 0, 1, 2, and then the 2 again.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Hey, I can just win.
You can just win here.
I'm going to go ahead and try anyway, because why not? I'm going to say 5, 1, 1, 1, 3.
That's the suggestion I would have had for that one as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because the one's in the middle, that'll give me my 3 stars.
Hey, getting those extra kudos. You get those extra kudos because you don't have an augment, right?
Com could probably run the entire field himself, but each time he gets the ball, he passes it to somebody else, which makes sense. Cal makes an amazing jump save, but is winded when the ball hits him in the chest. I got 7 kudos.
From the +2 from the no enhancement perk.
Set neighbors to this value. Interesting. Okay, I see what that is, because that makes it, if I put it in the middle, it makes it an automatic triple, right? Like, it makes it an automatic, like, 3 of a kind. And I score the match point with a rad spike all the way from the net line, which I'm sure makes sense.
Hey, sports ball is sports ball. It's not anything like anything you've ever played before.
And I've played Calvin Ball.
I mean, it's basically the same thing, I guess.
It's daytime when the emergency sirens start up. Well, what passes for day. It's nearly pitch black except for an eerie green twilight glow on the horizon. You look toward the gates, but they're open. Oh, so much stress. The alert
Yeah,
blares
wow,
out
I just got stressed.
like, I was already at high stress. 50 stress puts me up to like 112, 115. The alert blares out of every speaker in the colony. It's the same one you use for hull breaches and fires. And in space, it meant you were supposed to go for the nearest emergency shaft and put on a spacesuit. Like, this is the we're about to abandon the ship and hope that we can float to safety in the void alarm. The closest assembly point is the children's creche, but you hear shouting and popping noises. No, I'm gonna hide, obviously. You find Dis in the creche and join him hiding under the arts and crafts table. The lights are dim. You scared? I mean, of course I'm scared, but I'm gonna nod very quietly. I thought I would be, but I'm not. I'm not scared of stuff like this. You can't help but glance at the hollow projector on the wall, the one that electrocuted your classmate Tammy earlier this year. The glowing bear looms over the room and for a moment looks more like a monster than a toy. Within a half an hour, they play the all-clear tone. So who has died is my point here. Someone is not making it back from this. Chief Surveyor Tonin comes in to let you all know it's all safe. You glance at the hologram teddy bear again. Tonin was Tammy's dad. How can he be sure it's safe? How can he be sure if anything is safe? You're relieved when your parents arrive with an ashen-faced Cal. Cal, I'm glad you're doing well. They won't talk about what happened at Geoponics. After 2 weeks of darkness, with the blue sun barely skimming the horizon, it begins to move higher in the sky, and daytime returns.
So that's the first year, I think?
Yeah, I think that's the first year. The council admits they don't know how the gates were opened or how the creatures got in. Some of the attacking creatures were once thought to be docile, others were species no one had seen before. It seems like something had driven them to assault the colony. But nobody was killed this time. So that's...
I don't like it that they say it this time. That seems rude, but okay.
Yeah, and I'm stressed out, obviously. I need to take a month off because I'm at maximum stress. My rebellion, funny enough, is still sitting at exactly 50%. Because I've done some rebellion and I've done some loyalty and like I've been back and forth, but I'm still right in the middle. And I have 90 kudos. And I'm not sure what I can do with those.
I don't think you can
nothing
do
yet.
anything with them right yet, yeah.
Let's see, who have I gotten friendships with? So, Tangent is obviously my closest friend right now, followed by Cal. Anemone, Dis, Tammy are all kind of like folks that I know.
Tammy is all like faded out because she did.
I'm so sad.
Chomma.
I'm so sad. But she's still there, which makes me wonder, right?
Well,
Why is she still on? Why is she still on there?
Because you remember her, and she's your friend.
Killed by an electric shock when you were 10. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Right. It's so rough.
And we're
And
back
then
to
we go-
early quiet. Childhood is fleeting. The game will end when you reach age 20, so you should focus on a few skills to improve and friends to spend time with. Use the skills and friends button at the top left of the screen to keep track of them. Good luck.
And that gives you like the quick details of like the memories you got, the items you got, how your skills have changed, and how you have friend upped.
Yeah.
You actually lost friendship with this over the course of this year.
I did because I told him he was a sneaky fucking piece of shit. And it's because I told on him, right?
Yeah, it's because you told on him.
It's because I told on him, so he's not happy with me, which is fair. He's giving me big, like, Mob Psycho 100 vibes anyway. But Tangent, Cal, Anemone, and Mars, I really got friendship with Mars.
You got
Interesting.
friendship with Mars.
Oh, because
You got friendship with Mars because you gave her snacks.
I toadied up to her early on, right? But that's not the way I'm going to go going forward, probably. My empathy is at 11, persuasion at 2, bravery at 2, reasoning at 17, organizing at 4, engineering at 14, biology at 15, toughness at 17. It's so weird because I went to class so many more times than I went and shoveled dirt.
Yeah, but you got about like 4 or 5 every single time that you shoveled dirt.
That's true. And then what's that? One in perception,
Yep.
0 combat, 0 animals. And how do I go about like saving the game?
It autosaves.
Oh, there's also save.
Yeah. So you're at an autosave 1, which is quiet 1. You're 11 years old. So that's where you're at.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and talk to some folks, and then that'll probably be it for this particular episode.
I mean, you can leave it. You can leave it here and then talk to folks when you come back and start it like full fresh for the whole year.
That is fair. Normally I do this for 2 hours. We are at 1 hour and about 46 minutes, but I think that at this point, I do 2 hours because I want people to know, hey, is this a thing that in the first 2 hours of play, I'm going to get a refund on, right? Because that's the way Steam works, is if you played it for 2 hours or less, then you can have a refund. But I feel like after the first year of this game,
It's a good wrap.
you can probably pretty easily tell whether this is a game you want or not, right? So I feel like this is probably going to be a less regular stream or video, but I want to keep doing this, and I enjoy you being here with me. So thank you, Em, for being here. Folks can find them on OneSilverKey at wherever they happen to be at the moment, but I know social media isn't really a thing for you right now.
No, social media is the bad place.
It is, and that's entirely fair. So friends, thank you so much for watching, and I hope very much that you'll be here for the next video.